After nearly 2 decades of marriage, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban are officially parting ways. But what's truly shocking is the step Nicole is taking for her daughters, a move that no one saw coming. Imagine being in her shoes, heartbroken, facing the end of a high-profile marriage, yet choosing to put her own pain aside just to give her kids a normal holiday. That's exactly what Nicole is doing, and it's a story that's both heartbreaking and inspiring. Here's everything you need to know about her emotional journey and the sacrifices she's making behind the scenes. After nearly 2 decades of marriage, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban are officially parting ways, and the reason behind this split is more emotional than most people realize. Imagine being in her shoes. You've built a life, a family, and a public image, only to face the reality that the relationship you thought would last forever is ending. Nicole Kidman, one of Hollywood's most celebrated actresses, filed for divorce in a Nashville court in September 2025, citing irreconcilable differences. For fans and onlookers, this announcement came as a shock. After 19 years together, many assumed the marriage was unshakable, but behind the smiles and red carpet appearances, challenges had quietly built up over the years. The end of their marriage isn't just a legal step, it's a profound emotional upheaval. Nicole and Keith's separation affects not only them but also their daughters, Sunday Rose, 17, and Faith Margaret, 14, who are suddenly navigating the complexities of having divorced parents. Sources close to the family have revealed that the process has been emotionally draining for both parents. Unlike what many assume about celebrity divorces, this isn't a story of immediate separation or a clean split. There are long conversations, co-parenting logistics, and private moments of reflection that are often hidden from the public eye. Nicole has had to balance her heartbreak while ensuring her daughters feel safe, loved, and supported. She has carried the weight of protecting her children from the emotional turbulence, which requires a level of maturity and strength few can imagine. Keith Urban, meanwhile, has been juggling his ongoing music career with personal struggles. Touring extensively, he's had limited time with the girls over the past 6 months, leaving Nicole to manage much of the day-to-day parenting. The distance and irregular schedules have added layers of challenge, making Nicole's decisions even more deliberate and carefully considered. Despite the heartbreak, she's approached this situation with extraordinary thoughtfulness. Insider sources emphasize that Nicole's priority has always been the emotional well-being of her daughters. She wants them to feel stability, love, and normalcy, even while their family structure is changing dramatically. While fans speculate endlessly about the reasons for their split, insiders suggest this was less about sudden conflict and more about recognizing diverging paths. Their relationship, once admired as a picture of Hollywood harmony, had quietly shifted, requiring a painful but necessary decision. Nicole's focus remains on co-parenting with respect and empathy, despite the personal pain she's experiencing. The actress understands that public scrutiny adds pressure, but she refuses to let the world dictate how she navigates this chapter of her life. What makes this story compelling isn't just the divorce itself, it's Nicole's response to it. She's choosing empathy over resentment, maturity over anger, and her daughter's happiness over her own heartbreak. This is a reminder that even for celebrities, life's most challenging moments mirror the struggles that ordinary people face: loss, adjustment, and the need to make difficult choices for the people we love most. And while this chapter of her life is undeniably painful, it sets the stage for what comes next, an emotional journey focused on family, sacrifice, and resilience in the spotlight. Because in Nicole Kidman's world, love doesn't end with divorce, it evolves into something deeper, more selfless, and profoundly human. The holiday season is supposed to be a time of joy, laughter, and family togetherness. But for Nicole Kidman, this year's holidays came with an emotional twist few could imagine. After nearly 2 decades of marriage, she's navigating her first major holiday season post-divorce from Keith Urban, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Her daughters, Sunday Rose, 17, and Faith Margaret, 14, have hardly seen their father in the past 6 months due to his touring schedule, leaving Nicole to carry the full weight of managing family emotions, festivities, and the delicate dynamics of co-parenting. What would normally be a joyful celebration suddenly became a high-pressure balancing act. Insiders reveal that Nicole knew she had to put on a brave face for the girls. The separation has been challenging for Sunday and Faith, who suddenly find themselves adjusting to life with 2 homes, split parental attention, and the emotional impact of seeing their parents apart. For a mother, watching your children navigate this pain is agonizing, and Nicole reportedly took months to mentally prepare herself for the holidays. She wasn't just planning meals or decorations, she was strategizing how to make the season feel normal for her daughters despite the underlying tension. Every detail mattered, from timing family visits to coordinating Keith's participation without sparking conflict. Nicole's commitment to her daughters went beyond logistics. According to sources, she carefully considered how to structure holiday gatherings so that both parents could be present, creating a a space that fostered happiness instead of awkwardness. Her determination stemmed from knowing how much the girls missed their father. "They miss him terribly," one insider shared. "And while they've been trying to stay strong, Nicole knows what they really want is some normal family time. So, she's vowed to do whatever it takes to give them that." This wasn't just about tradition, it was about emotional healing, helping Sunday and Faith feel that even amid adult conflicts they are loved and supported. The logistics weren't simple. Keith's touring commitments and time spent overseas with Nicole meant coordinating visits required careful planning. Every moment had to be meaningful, every interaction monitored to avoid misunderstandings or emotional strain. Nicole reportedly had to put aside her own feelings about spending time under the same roof as Keith, reminding herself that the focus was not on past grievances but on her daughter's happiness. This level of emotional discipline is extraordinary, managing personal heartbreak while ensuring that her children feel secure and loved. Even small moments became symbolic. Sitting around the holiday table, seeing the girls laugh, or watching them reconnect with their father became victories for Nicole. She is actively shaping the environment to give her children the joy they deserve, despite the turbulence of divorce. And yet, there's an undercurrent of tension. Both parents are adjusting, feelings are fragile, and any misstep could impact the children's emotional state. It's a delicate dance of love, empathy, and careful planning. Nicole's actions during this period reveal a deeper truth. Being a parent often means making hard choices, even when they hurt you personally. For the Kidman urban family, the holidays weren't just about gifts and traditions, they were about resilience, emotional intelligence, and putting children first. Nicole's commitment to creating a positive experience for her daughters during this challenging time demonstrates strength and compassion, and it sets the stage for the next chapter of their evolving family dynamic. And what Nicole did next to keep this delicate balance, that's a story even more revealing. It's one thing to survive a divorce, but it's an entirely different challenge to actively put aside your own pain for someone else's happiness. That's exactly what Nicole Kidman is doing for her daughters. Despite the heartbreak of ending a 19-year marriage with Keith Urban, she has made a conscious decision to prioritize Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret over her own emotional comfort. Spending time under the same roof as an ex isn't easy, especially when that ex is someone you once shared nearly 2 decades of life with. Yet Nicole's determination to do what's best for her children highlights a side of her that few people truly see, a mother willing to make extraordinary sacrifices for the one she loves. Insiders describe Nicole's emotions as a complex mix of sorrow, nostalgia, and cautious optimism. On one hand, there's the pain of accepting that her marriage is over. On the other, there's the joy of seeing her daughters happy and reunited with their father, even if only temporarily. For Nicole, this isn't just a seasonal effort, it's a deliberate, emotionally taxing choice that requires constant patience and grace. She's consciously navigating moments that could easily spark resentment or awkward tension, and she's doing so with the singular goal of maintaining her children's sense of stability. The sacrifices extend beyond just emotional labor. Nicole has reportedly adjusted her own holiday plans, routines, and even personal space to create a harmonious environment for her daughters and Keith. She understands that every interaction counts. A small misstep could ripple into unnecessary stress or hurt feelings for Sunday and Faith. By putting aside her personal grievances, she's essentially choosing her children's happiness over her own comfort, which is no small feat, especially when dealing with such a highly publicized split. What makes this sacrifice even more remarkable is the maturity it demonstrates. Celebrities are often portrayed as living glamorous, effortless lives, but Nicole's actions show a deeply human side, one that involves patience, empathy, and emotional intelligence. While the media often focuses on the drama of celebrity divorces, Nicole's story reminds us that the hardest moments are usually private. She's quietly carrying the weight of her own emotions while ensuring that her daughter's holiday memories are joyful and complete. Nicole's decision also reflects a strategic approach to co-parenting. By maintaining civility and empathy toward Keith, she's preserving a relationship that is crucial for her daughter's well-being. She's ensuring that Sunday and Faith don't feel forced to choose sides, and that their relationship with both parents remains intact. For her, this is about long-term emotional health rather than short-term comfort, a lesson in resilience and selflessness that many adults, celebrity or not, can learn from. The insider reports emphasize that Nicole's actions are not performative, they're intentional and deeply heartfelt. She's stepping into moments that might be emotionally uncomfortable, facing her own hurt, and choosing to act in ways that nurture her daughter's sense of love and normalcy. It's a testament to the strength of her character and the depth of her maternal instincts. Nicole's sacrifice isn't just about surviving the holidays, it's about about creating a foundation of emotional security for her children that will last long after the celebrations are over, and yet, even with all her care and planning, the emotional tension remains palpable, because love, loss, and family dynamics are never simple. What Nicole does next to protect her daughter's happiness takes her sacrifice to an even higher level, revealing layers of compassion, strategy, and emotional courage that few people outside her inner circle could imagine. While the adults navigate heartbreak, it's often the children who feel the weight most acutely. Sunday Rose, 17, and Faith Margaret, 14, are caught in the delicate balance of love for both parents while trying to adjust to life after their parents' divorce. For teenagers, the sudden shift from a seemingly stable family to one divided by separation can be confusing, emotional, and even isolating. Insiders say the girls have been trying to stay strong, but missing Keith, who has been touring extensively, has left a void in their daily lives. Nicole's focus has been on filling that void as best she can, while also helping them process the reality of this new family dynamic. The challenges for Sunday and Faith are multifaceted. Beyond the practical adjustments of living between two homes, there's the emotional complexity of seeing their parents under the same roof again, even temporarily. For the girls, holidays that were once carefree now carry an undercurrent of tension and expectation. Yet, according to sources, Nicole is making every effort to create a sense of normalcy. She's planning interactions, setting boundaries, and ensuring that the atmosphere is warm, supportive, and loving, a monumental task given the emotional stakes. The girls' reactions reflect the resilience often seen in children of divorce. While there is sadness, there's also an evident desire to maintain connections with both parents. Sunday and Faith reportedly expressed longing for the normal family moments they'd grown accustomed to before the split. Their mother recognizes that these moments are crucial, not just for holiday cheer, but for long-term emotional stability. Nicole's willingness to be the larger person, even when it means temporarily sidelining her own feelings, underscores her commitment to their happiness. Navigating adolescence is difficult enough without the added pressure of a family in transition. For Sunday and Faith, the past 6 months have been particularly challenging, with Keith being away on tour and traveling internationally. Each reunion carries high emotional stakes. Smiles must be genuine, laughter encouraged, and any tension kept out of sight. Nicole reportedly spends considerable time preparing her daughters for these interactions, reminding them that love doesn't end just because family structures change. It's a delicate emotional choreography that requires constant attention and empathy. Insiders note that the girls have responded positively to Nicole's approach. By prioritizing communication and emotional support, she's helping them understand that they can love both parents without conflict. The temporary challenges of co-parenting, distance, and holiday logistics are framed not as hardships but as opportunities for growth and connection. Nicole's handling of the situation also models emotional intelligence for her daughters, showing them how to act with grace, resilience, and compassion, even in difficult circumstances. Perhaps the most touching aspect of this story is how much the girls' happiness drives Nicole's decisions. Every holiday plan, every family gathering, every careful coordination with Keith has one goal: to make Sunday and Faith feel loved, secure, and understood. It's a vivid example of how children's emotional well-being can transform even the most painful adult experiences into moments of growth, bonding, and unexpected joy. And yet, even with these efforts, the story doesn't end here. The emotional stakes are about to rise as Nicole navigates the next steps in keeping. While much of the focus has been on Nicole Kidman's emotional journey, Keith Urban's experience during this separation has been equally complex and revealing. Touring as a world-famous country music star keeps him on the move, but it also means missing precious time with his daughters, Sunday Rose, 17, and Faith Margaret, 14. For Keith, balancing the demands of his career with the emotional challenges of divorce has been a delicate, often painful, struggle. According to insiders, he's been grappling with the reality of the separation while trying to remain present for his family, creating an emotional tightrope that few outsiders can truly understand. Keith's struggles are multifaceted. On one hand, he's managing the pressures of a demanding tour schedule, which takes him across continents and into a whirlwind of performances, interviews, and fan events. On the other hand, there's the emotional toll of watching his family life change from afar. The girl's absence during his tours has left him missing everyday moments, small interactions that many parents take for granted, like sharing a meal, attending school events, or simply being at home with his children. Insiders report that he feels the weight of these missed moments acutely, which adds another layer of complexity to the divorce. Despite the distance and personal challenges, Keith's commitment to his daughters has remained clear. Nicole's decision to prioritize family unity during the holidays, even when it meant confronting her own hurt, reflects a rare level of empathy on both sides. She reportedly communicates with Keith carefully, ensuring that he remains connected to Sunday and Faith without tension or conflict. This co-parenting approach is not not easy, especially given the emotional stakes, but it demonstrates the maturity and respect both parents are striving to maintain. Insiders have also revealed that Keith has been emotionally affected by the divorce in ways the public rarely sees. Fans often only witness the polished performances and celebrity appearances, but behind the scenes he's navigating profound feelings of loss, adjustment, and responsibility. Nicole has reportedly noticed his struggles and has made a conscious choice not to alienate him from their daughters. This decision is not just about fairness or civility, it's about protecting the emotional health of Sunday and Faith and ensuring they can maintain meaningful relationships with both parents. Keith's journey highlights the hidden side of celebrity divorces. While headlines often focus on the drama, the reality is far more human. Parents, no matter how famous, face the same challenges: missing their children, managing emotions, and finding ways to provide stability amidst personal upheaval. Keith's willingness to cooperate, even while coping with his own heartache, underscores the complexity of modern co-parenting and the importance of empathy in emotionally charged situations. What makes this story especially compelling is the way Nicole and Keith are navigating their respective challenges in tandem. Nicole's sacrifices and Keith's struggles converge in a delicate balance designed to safeguard their daughter's happiness. It's a rare glimpse into the private side of a celebrity family, showing that behind the headlines and public appearances there's real effort, thoughtfulness, and emotional labor being invested to protect the people they love most. And even with all the planning and care, the next steps in this journey promise more surprises and emotional revelations that few would anticipate. At the heart of this story lies a powerful truth: Nicole Kidman is putting her family above everything else. Amid the heartbreak of divorce, the emotional strain of public scrutiny, and the personal pain of ending a 19-year marriage, she has made a conscious choice to prioritize her daughter's happiness. Sunday, Rose, 17, and Faith Margaret, 14, are her guiding focus, and every decision she makes reflects her unwavering commitment to them. For Nicole, being the bigger person isn't just a phrase, it's a daily practice, a deliberate effort to create normalcy, love, and security in their lives despite the upheaval. Nicole's approach to putting family first goes far beyond holiday gatherings or co-parenting logistics. Insider sources reveal that she has actively structured interactions to ensure both daughters feel equally loved and connected to their father, Keith Urban. She has put aside her own hurt, resentment, and the emotional tension that naturally comes with sharing space with an ex. The goal isn't reconciliation, but rather creating an environment where her daughters can thrive emotionally, laugh freely, and experience the joys of family life without fear or confusion. This choice has required immense emotional discipline. Imagine stepping into rooms filled with memories, confronting the echoes of years shared with someone you once loved, and doing it with grace for the sake of your children. Nicole's actions demonstrate a rare level of empathy, selflessness, and strategic thinking. She's not just managing appearances for the cameras, she's managing the emotional landscape for her daughters, making sure that every interaction, whether a small conversation or a shared meal, is as positive and uplifting as possible. Putting family first also means thinking about long-term emotional health. Nicole is mindful that Sunday and Faith's experiences now will shape how they view relationships, love, and conflict as they grow up. By modeling patience, kindness, and understanding, she's teaching them resilience and emotional intelligence. She's showing that family isn't defined solely by marital status, but by the care, love, and effort invested in nurturing relationships even when circumstances are difficult. The holidays have been a testing ground for this philosophy. Coordinating schedules, balancing emotions, and navigating Keith's touring commitments required meticulous planning. Nicole reportedly approached these challenges with both sensitivity and pragmatism. Every decision was guided by a simple principle: what is best for her daughters. While personal feelings of hurt and betrayal might have tempted her to avoid these emotionally charged situations, Nicole consciously chose the path that would maintain family unity and joy for Sunday and Faith. What makes this narrative especially inspiring is the consistency of Nicole's effort. It's not a one-time gesture or a temporary act of grace, it's an ongoing commitment. She's redefining what it means to navigate divorce with dignity, compassion, and focus on the next generation. Even when faced with discomfort, tension, or emotional vulnerability, Nicole is putting her daughter's needs above her own. Her actions highlight the transformative power of selflessness in parenting, and they offer a poignant reminder: sometimes love isn't about staying together, it's about making the hardest decisions for the people you care about most. And while Nicole has taken this extraordinary step for her family, the story isn't over. Behind the careful planning and visible grace lies another layer of emotional complexity that few outside the family truly see. Even with all the planning, patience, and care, there's a side to this story that most fans don't see. Behind the smiles and carefully coordinated holidays, Nicole Kidman is managing an intricate emotional balancing act. Sources suggest that the process hasn't been easy. Every visit, every interaction, requires thought, sensitivity, and an almost strategic level of emotional planning. While the public sees glamorous appearances and holiday posts, the reality involves nuanced conversations, emotional check-ins with her daughters, and subtle coordination with Keith to make sure nothing is forced or awkward. This is where Nicole's true strength shines, in the quiet, behind-the-scenes effort that ensures her family feels whole, even in a time of change. Rumors have circulated, as they often do in the lives of high-profile celebrities, about how Nicole might be spending her time outside of family commitments. Some reports suggest she's focusing on her personal well-being, exploring new creative projects, and perhaps even expanding her production work in 2026. While nothing has been confirmed, insiders hint that this period of personal growth is both a response to the divorce and a reflection of her commitment to modeling resilience for her daughters. Even amidst speculation, the main focus remains clear: Sunday and Faith. Nicole is using these experiences to teach them valuable lessons about handling life's challenges with grace, empathy, and maturity. The emotional stakes of co-parenting after divorce are never simple, and in this case they're heightened by the public eye. Nicole is acutely aware of how every action, post, or comment could be interpreted by the media and fans. Yet, she remains steadfast in her priority: the well-being of her children. Reports claim that she has deliberately avoided conflict, not out of avoidance, but to foster a sense of stability and love for her daughters. Her grace under pressure isn't just admirable, it's instructive. It illustrates the kind of quiet heroism that often goes unnoticed in celebrity lives, the emotional labor invested in protecting family happiness above personal grievance. By keeping her daughter's best interests at the forefront, Nicole is reshaping what it means to navigate divorce publicly. She's showing that even in situations of heartbreak, patience, compassion, and strategic emotional intelligence can create positive outcomes. The girls, in turn, are benefiting from her example, learning how to navigate emotional complexity with empathy and understanding that love and family extend beyond marital status. It's a rare glimpse into the private emotional world of a celebrity, where every decision carries weight and every gesture matters. As the year progresses, Nicole's actions continue to set the tone for her family's future. She's not only managing holiday reunions but also laying the groundwork for long-term co-parenting harmony, emotional security for her daughters, and her own personal growth. This story is far from just a tale of divorce. It's about resilience, love, and the choices that define who we are as parents and as people. Nicole Kidman's journey reminds us that sometimes the hardest acts of love are invisible to the world, yet they carry the deepest impact. In the end, Nicole's story is a testament to strength, sacrifice, and the enduring power of family. She is navigating heartbreak with dignity, putting her daughters first, and redefining what it means to love selflessly. And while the headlines will continue to speculate, the true story lies in her actions, quiet, powerful, and profoundly human. Because in the Kidman urban family, love doesn't vanish with divorce. It evolves into something stronger, more thoughtful, and deeply enduring. In the end, Nicole Kidman's story isn't just about divorce, fame, or public scrutiny. It's about love, resilience, and the extraordinary lengths a parent will go to for their children. Amid heartbreak and the pressures of the spotlight, she has chosen empathy over resentment, maturity over anger, and her daughter's happiness over her own comfort. Every meal she coordinates, every moment of laughter she encourages, and every careful interaction with Keith Urban is a deliberate act of love. She's showing Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret that family isn't defined by circumstances but by the care, sacrifice, and intentional choices we make. Nicole's actions offer a powerful lesson. True strength often comes in quiet, unseen moments. It's not about grand gestures or headlines, it's about consistency, thoughtfulness, and prioritizing the people who matter most. And while fans will continue to speculate about her private life, the real story is in her unwavering commitment to her daughters, in the patience, compassion, and grace she brings to every challenge. Nicole Kidman reminds us all that love doesn't end with separation, it evolves, endures, and can become even more profound when it's guided by selflessness and purpose. So as the holiday season comes and goes, and as the world watches, Nicole's choices stand as a testament to what it truly means to put family first. Her journey is inspiring, human, and deeply relatable, a story of sacrifice, courage, and enduring love that resonates far beyond the red carpets and headlines. And for Sunday and Faith, this holiday season will not just be about traditions, but about the priceless gift of seeing their mother's love in action, a gift that no divorce can ever take away.